guys, welcome to today's Big Brother 22 not cast reveal video. Ugh is right. So, in true 2020 fashion, this video is not what we were planning on making today. Today we were planning on making the cast reveal assessment video.
We were gonna watch delicious interview videos, have a chuckle, rag on Jeff if he was doing the interviews.
Would you rather lose and be loved by America or win and be hated? Are you single and ready to mingle?
Nobody in this cast is single and ready to mingle.
There's some singletons, aren't there?
I don't know if they're ready to mingle.
There's definitely some singletons, but I'm hoping for no showmances. I don't know.
Themselves?
But anyway, we don't know exactly who the cast is. We were supposed to supposedly get the names on Monday, interviews on Wednesday, and now not only is that not happening, but CBS has nothing to say about it.
Thank you, COVID.
Well, okay, I have to say, like, they could have dropped a line and just been like, you know what, I'm sorry guys, but it's not happening right now.
They could have said, look, this is changing on a daily basis.
Something.
We don't want to put information out there that's going to change. We want to put out, you know, absolute information, but nothing. Tight-lipped.
Like, you don't even have to tell us when it's going to happen or if it's going to happen, but just tell us that it's not happening today, because I know there were a lot of people who were waiting around at, like, 12 p.m. Eastern. Actually, I like, forgot about it, honestly, the time thing, because I saw Reality BBQ on Twitter was basically like, it's not happening. So, and they've been very accurate so far this preseason, so I tend to believe what they're saying.
I have certain doubts that I don't even know if this season's going to have legs and it can get off the ground. And if it does get off the ground, can it sustain itself? Because we all know that this cannot be a closed house. There's always going to be some element of something coming into the house.
There's always crew going back and forth and bringing things in and taking things out. So, yeah.
There's always rule breakers.
Well, there's all sorts of rumors, too, that, like, the crew is going to be staying in RVs, like, outside of the house, and they're going to be, like, working for a month and then off for 2 weeks or whatever, quarantine for 2 weeks. Like, there's this whole thing. Who knows what's actually happening?
Are they going to be wearing, like, those jail cuffs on their legs?
I don't know. I don't know.
Come on. You know there's always going to be exceptions to every rule.
Yeah. But, of course, there's also tons of rumors for why the cast reveal was postponed or I was gonna say deleted. I mean, the rumors right now are that some of the people that are quarantining to go into the house tested positive for COVID, and they're making like all these last minute replacements right now.
Right.
I just want to, I just want to tell you guys before we even get into this, we do not have insider information. We are going off of things that we've seen online from people who have been right about things in the past, and this is all speculation.
We are the last two people on YouTube that CBS would ever want to talk to.
Yeah. Do not come for us. We're not saying that these things are true. We're just talking about what everybody else is saying out there.
We're shooting the BS with you guys.
Because, like, really, what else are we doing right now? Actually, a lot. We're working on our vegan channel, and we're actually writing a cookbook.
Yeah.
If you guys don't already subscribe to us on Vegan as Fork, check it out.
Or make a lot of fun videos. If you want to see our boring day-to-day lives, why don't you go stop by Madrosed Vlogs and shoot us a rude comment?
Okay. Well, anyway, she got a bad comment today. She's a little pissed about it.
Yeah.
But anyway, today we want to talk about the rumored All-Stars cast, which has some All-Stars and some
not so stars.
There's some alls and there's some stars.
Some all regulars.
Yeah, so this cast was posted by Evil Dick on Twitter a few days ago, and, you know, love him or hate him, he's had a lot of inside info in the past, and he's been right about a lot of things, so I think this is definitely possible, but then again, you know, you gotta take it with a grain of salt, because things are still changing, apparently, and even if this was the correct cast, I wouldn't be surprised if they changed some people out just to be like, no.
Right.
So, again, this is all speculation.
Well, first,
before we get into it,
why don't we begin with who's not on that was rumored to be on?
There were a lot of heavily rumored people that are not really on the cast list anymore. So, I mean, Dan and Derek, of course.
Thank God, because I can't stand either one of them.
Oh!
Never liked Dan. Not so sure about Derek.
There was a particularly ridiculous rumor circulating around these two not being on the cast anymore. People were claiming that
they were pre-gaming.
Well, I'm sure they were, but people were claiming that Nicole told CBS, these two are pre-gaming and they should not be on this season. It's just not fair. So
of course CBS would say, oh yes, you're right.
Guys.
They're gone. Don't worry about it, Nicole.
I don't know what it is that you guys have against, like, okay, maybe you're just not a fan of Nicole, fine. But, like, do you really think that Nicole has the power to do that? And do you really think that CBS would be like, oh, we can't have Dan and Derek on anymore because they were pre-gaming and that's against the rules?
What part of this show is not fixed?
Also, how many people have been clamoring for Dan and Derek to face off for years now? You really think that CBS would just, like, throw that in the garbage because Nicole said they were pre-gaming?
Come on.
They don't give a shit. They don't care. That's not realistic. I'm sorry. It's funny, sort of, but it's not realistic.
I'm just glad because, first of all, I don't know how people fall for Dan's BS. He is a classic used car salesman.
Dan's missed.
Yeah. He's a classic car salesman. I would never align with him on the show. If I was ever on, which I wouldn't because I'm not going on the show.
Okay.
And Derek, everybody knows his story already, so they're going to be looking out for his cop tactics. Mm-hmm. Plus, cops aren't very popular right now.
I'm wondering if that's part of the reason that he's not going to be on anymore, because it seemed like before it was almost like confirmed that both of them were going to be on. So, I don't know. I don't know what the story is there.
I didn't see Dan ever going back, honestly.
I mean, he's got his cushy Twitch thing going on now, right?
He's got his family. He's got his work-at-home job. Mm-hmm. It is a pandemic. Maybe, you know what?
I'm sure a lot of people were not feeling the whole, I'm going to leave my family and friends behind during this thing and possibly, like, get sick and not know what's going on in the world.
Or have somebody in my family get sick and pass away and I,
Yeah, and you're not there.
And I'm not there.
So, I'm sure there's all sorts of reasons, all sorts of things that are creating this season.
Well, I can tell you, COVID took out Josh and Casey.
Well, we don't know that for sure. But it is rumored that Josh and Casey were both supposed to be on, and they both tested positive for COVID, which really wouldn't be that much of a stretch of the imagination here, because these two were partying it up in Miami, no masks. What are you doing? Like, okay, if it is true and they tested positive, I hope they're okay. Obviously, I hope they're going to recover quickly.
But boy, am I glad we dodged the bullet.
I mean, I wasn't really feeling Josh being on this season.
We all know he's the winner by default. Come on, that's common knowledge.
And Casey, I enjoyed her first time around, but... And, like, yeah, she's a winner, but...
Boring.
It's not, like, super exciting to watch, so, you know. But, again... 100% hope they're okay if that is the case.
Of course.
All right.
I only wish the best for you.
Yes. So, there was also a rumor that Amber from season 16 was supposed to be on.
Pickle and a banana.
Yeah. Oh my god. And I was kind of excited for her to maybe get another chance here.
Beast mode really killed her game.
Yeah, but she's just not on the list anymore. I haven't heard any reasons why she's not there anymore. Maybe she was never actually there to begin with. Who knows? But she's not really popping up anymore.
Right.
Hayden was also rumored. He's not on the list anymore.
No reason.
There was a lot of chatter about him being like a Trump supporter, and I don't know if that had anything to do with it.
I don't think that had anything to do with it.
I mean, you do want a mix of...
Yeah, but I don't think anybody scared off Trump supporters from being on the show.
Well, I'm saying if they were like, oh, we can't have this controversy. But you gotta have all different viewpoints.
And we need this controversy.
I know.
They have to put asses in the seats. Come on.
Yeah. Paul from 18 and 19 also just put out a statement on Twitter recently that he is not going to be on for a multitude of reasons. And
at first I was like, oh, of course. But then when I read his reasons, I was just like,
oh
that
my
makes
God.
a lot of sense.
It had a lot of really nice things to say, like helping the homeless and like all this stuff. But anyway, so he's not going to be on.
But even just being away from his family in the pandemic is definitely a valid reason.
I definitely get that. Jason Roy, who... This was kind of an iffy one in the first place. Like, I don't even know where this started from, but people started saying, like, oh my God, Jason's going to be on. And of course, I was freaking out because I love him.
Maybe he's going to be a stand-in for Paul Rubens somewhere.
I don't know, but he's not on the list anymore, which is a bummer because
that is a bummer.
I adore
he's
him.
Really fun.
Yeah, and then last but not least, I don't know what's going on with Danielle Reyes. I think she said the other day on like a radio interview, like it's not happening. And she's been telling us all along that it's not happening. She's been saying it's not happening for years.
Everyone's insisting on Danielle Reyes.
I think everyone's just like super pumped at the idea of her coming back, that we just keep like saying, no, she's just saying that to throw us off. But like...
That's got to be so flattering though.
Yeah, right?
For her.
Well, she is one of the greatest of all time.
She is.
For
she's
sure. But yeah, it's not looking like she's going to be on.
That's a shame.
Unfortunately. So
that's a shame.
Let's talk about who might be on.
Our ragtag cast of all regular stars.
Just to reiterate, this is not a confirmed cast list. This is something that Evil Dick tweeted out the other day that seems like it could hold some merit.
Okay. Well, we went in alphabetical order of
We
first
just went
name.
off of the graphic that he posted.
All right, so we've got Bailey from season 20.
Okay.
She's been on the challenge since being on Big Brother.
Yeah, we don't watch the challenge. We're just going off of what you guys have told us about it. Apparently, she got in this huge thing with Casey because Casey, like, betrayed her after, like, Swaggy was eliminated, or, like, that's why he was eliminated. Like, I don't know. But apparently, Bailey had, like, this huge blow-up similar to the one with Tyler.
Right. That's her thing.
I mean, I don't blame her for being upset about that, though.
Yeah. She married Swaggy in the interim.
Mm-hmm.
They have a very nice life together. He's making
seems like they're doing really well.
Millions of dollars trading stocks.
Good for them.
Good for him. Congratulations. That is a big accomplishment. He just bought a Tesla with cash. Good for him.
I would like to see her play again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited about it because I feel like
we could get somebody different. I wasn't a fan of her in her first season.
Just looking back, though, I feel like they got so much crap. Like, people are vicious, especially towards Bailey and Swaggy on social media, and it's just, like, insane, the things that people say to them.
You know, I kind of, looking back, really enjoyed their little love story of how they were
their
like...
little love story?
No, because at first she was like, oh, he's like my brother, and then, whoa, you're sleeping with your brother. Yeah, ding.
Ding. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like...
You know, and then he went to go meet her parents and everything, so it was legit. It wasn't like that much publicity. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was publicity, but it wasn't... It was for real.
I could see why people wouldn't like them, but also I feel like they get a lot of unnecessary hate. But I feel like she could be a really strong gamer, and I feel like going on the challenge was probably a really good experience for her, and now coming back to Big Brother, I think she's going to bring, like, a new perspective and, like,
well, I feel like she could make some really big moves. I just hope she doesn't make moves that are too big. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm wondering, what is it going to be like with Tyler? Because we're going to get to Tyler later, but...
but also, is she going to be shocked that Casey and Josh were cut?
I don't know.
I'm sure Josh was calling everybody like,
that's what everybody was
saying.
saying.
You want to be in an alliance with me?
And I mean, he was on the challenge too. Casey, obviously, they have their drama now. I don't know where they stand at this point. But yeah, Tyler is supposed to be on, so I don't know. Are they going to work together? Is it any port in a storm or what?
Could be. I guess we're going to have to wait and hope that this is the cast. And
yeah, I don't know where their relationship stands right now. Okay.
Next up, Christmas. It's Christmas in July.
What?
Well, it's going to be August.
This is one of the ones that I was like, are we sure about this?
I guess her ass was available for the seat, so they had to slide her into it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I could totally see her on, like, a second chance type season. But All-Stars?
But didn't Julie or CBS say, like, everybody on this cast is an all-star or somebody that's got something to prove?
Well, that's the thing. Like, they really rounded it out so that it would also include
everyone on this cast is a human.
Everyone on this cast has been on the show before.
Yes.
So, yeah, I mean, she made it really far in her season, but we saw what happened, right? Like, Whistle-Nut broke her foot, and
he dumped her on her foot, and it friggin' spiral shattered on season 19. But you know what? Maybe she's different now. She's not so eager to climb on somebody's back. She's a mom.
There was a lot of, like, stuff going on after her season, like, when she got arrested for, like...
Yeah, that wasn't a good look.
But, I mean, I don't know what she's like now. Maybe she's come a long way from that. I hope the best for her.
What kind of game is she going to play?
That's what I'm wondering, because the first time around, she basically just did whatever Paul wanted, and It was really irritating and annoying to watch, and I just always go back...
A lot of people did whatever Paul wanted.
I always go back to that one competition, the, like, running one, where Paul got everyone to throw it, and freaking Christmas, with her busted-ass foot, won that competition, and it just made me so angry. So, I mean... I don't know. I don't know what kind of player she's going to be like this time. Is she going to find another Paul to tell her what to do? Or what? I think she does have the potential to be a comp beast because she's fit as hell.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
We'll see what happens. All right. Here's another fit as hell. Cody Califiore.
Yes.
He was on season 16. He was the runner-up. He threw away his game for his friendship to Derek.
Yep.
So Derek could get his own show on the Discovery Network. You know
Cody
what?
is like an actor now, isn't he?
Yes, kind of.
I guess.
All I know is he's better than Paulie.
Well,
and Paulie was rumored for a while. Although maybe they're just so similar that they were like, I don't know, is it Cody? Is it Paulie? Is it Cody? Is it Paulie?
I think Paulie might be trolling people and acting like he's going away, or maybe he's going to be on another season of The Challenge. I don't know, but... Please let us have Cody and not Paulie.
Paulie, just work on your OnlyFans account, please.
No! Okay. So, Cody, yeah.
What's Cody going to do without Derek?
Here's my thing. So, when Cody was on, he was like the muscle of the operation, right? Like, he was really athletic. He was good at competitions. My thing is... He was always talking up, like, I'm going to call this person out, and I'm going to call this person out. Like, that's so much up. I'm going to say something to them. And Derek was always the one to be like, dude, don't do that. Like, you're going to blow up our games here. So, I'm wondering, without Derek to reel him in, what's going to happen? Is he going to be able to play that same game? Or is he going to blow up at somebody, and then it's going to be completely different?
I don't know, but some of the best feed moments ever were from that season.
Oh my god, season 16. Oh my god.
Frankie and Christine
battling it out
to lay with Cody.
Who was going to get with Cody that night that he was dressed up as the dinosaur and they had alcohol, and what a night. That's just still one of my all-time favorite
that
feeds
bowl
nights.
of the frozen almond milk. That was a winner.
Oh my god. Yeah, so also Cody played a really, like, flirt-heavy game that season. He's got a girlfriend now that he's been with for a long time. They're really cute together. I don't know what his game's going to be like this time.
This is going to be the season of no-showmances. This is...
I hope. Right? Like, I've been waiting for this for a while.
Very few people are single or
ready to mingle.
Yeah. And this is a very older season.
It is, which is another thing that I'm excited about.
I think 2/3 at least of the cast are 30 and up.
Good.
And like,
I'm going to do a Donald Glover. Good.
I would say the majority are over 40. Like, or like 39 to 40.
No, I don't know about that.
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
They're up there.
I wouldn't say majority, but I don't know. So, yeah, Cody, I'm curious to see how he's going to play.
Okay. Davon.
Oh.
Again. 17. 18. The challenge.
Yeah. I'm excited to see Davon again. I know in our, like, Dreamcast video, I was saying I don't want anybody who's been on more than once because I wanted all fresh faces. But, like, if you're gonna be bringing people back for, like, a third time...
This better be the last time.
Oh, I was going to say I hope it's third time is a charm for her because I love Davon.
I would love to see her go far in the game, but I just don't know if she's got it in her.
Well, here's the thing. Davon is super, super perceptive. She can usually figure out what's going on, who's working together, but we've seen in the past she doesn't handle the info well. Like, she usually...
Liz is a damn twin.
Yeah, she usually tells the wrong person and then things blow up and she's in trouble. So, I don't know. She also gives great DRs.
That's a plus. That's a big plus when you're a live feeder dying on the feeds looking for anything. Or, you know, she's great on the feeds too, though.
Oh, yeah. No, she's super fun to watch. I'm just worried for her that she's going to be a target just because she's been on so many times and she's such a big name, like, in the Big Brother community, that she could be an early target. But then again, because she hasn't really made it that far in the past, maybe people will go after some of the other players first who have either won or made it to the end. Who knows?
Usually people go after the mouths first.
Well, I'm keeping my fingers crossed for Davon because I really like her. All right, next up, we got a real heavy hitter here.
We got none other than the one and only Danielle Donato.
Ah!
She's the devil's spawn.
I always forget how young she was on her first season.
She wasn't even 21.
Yeah, she was like 20 years old. So she's only 33 now. She's still like super young.
She was on season 8, season 13.
Yes.
She was a runner-up on season 8, only second to her dad. Her dad really carried her for the most part.
Yes, and I mean, she did play hard that season, if I remember correctly.
She was good in the comps. Mm-hmm. But I feel like she spent a lot of time laying around clipping her split ends off with a nail clipper.
Okay, I'm going to be real here.
Scissors.
I was not a fan of her the first time. I thought she was a brat. Mm-hmm. The second time, I was not a fan of her because it was like carryover from the first season that she was on, but also like I was still behind the Big Brother curtain of like the vets are the best and you can't go after them and blah blah blah. And if you guys remember, in season 13, Danielle decided to work with all the newbies and like go after the vets.
Well, it didn't hurt that she had a little romance going on with one of the newbies as well.
Yeah. Well, didn't she also have safety for like the first however many weeks because her dad left? Wasn't that one?
Yes.
Okay, but yes. I remember being like, she's going after the vets and I like them, blah, blah, blah. And I was an idiot. But now that I look back, I see that she was doing the Lord's work. And, like, I appreciate her so much more now.
The Big Brother Lord.
Yeah, I appreciate her so much more now. And since she was on season 13...
She got married
to Dominic.
To her showmance. Mm-hmm. They reproduce.
Yeah, they have a baby. Like, there's such a cute little family.
Not a baby anymore.
Well, yeah, that was a few years ago. Yeah. And I was just looking at Wikipedia before, and her baby, or her child, have the same birthday. That's so fun.
That's so cool. And I believe they got married on my birthday. Mm-hmm. This will be our first time watching as fans.
Yeah, I'm fully rooting for her this time. Mm-hmm. Again, just such a greater appreciation for her now. She's a great strategist.
She's nothing like her dad, except that she can make some good moves. You know, I gotta hand it to Evil Dick. He was a great strategist. I just didn't care for his aggressive tactics.
No.
At all.
I think also, I feel like, okay, she was on so long ago, and she was so young when she was first on. Mm-hmm. I go back and I think, like, how old was I when I was watching this? I was...
14, 15?
I was, yeah. And when I think about it, I'm just like, oh shit. Like, I had some really terrible opinions back then.
Yes.
But now,
that's
like,
true.
Looking back at things as an adult, I'm just like, wow. Mm-hmm. What was I thinking? What was I thinking?
All right, David. Remember David from season 21?
Yeah, he was just on last season.
Yes. So he got done dirty. Mm-hmm. By Jackson, the cast, the show.
Yeah, okay, this is another one where I was like, is he an all-star? Like, I would love to see him.
To prove.
Yeah, it's one of those, like, he's got something to prove. People did him dirty the first time he was on, and...
People meaning CBS.
CBS, the cast, like, but
Mostly Jackson.
even though he was the first one out last season, we did get to see him for a longer period of time than we normally would because they had the whole camp comeback thing.
Yes.
So we got to see he was really good at figuring things out, very perceptive, and
I feel like he got a bad read by the cast. They were saying that he was aggressive. I never saw him being aggressive.
I didn't think he was aggressive. I think that was a microaggression. Not a microaggression.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like maybe we shouldn't open that can of worms. I don't know. But, last season was a pile of trash. And
yeah, many trash bags were carried out from that season.
Yeah, they were not cool to David. But I think that David was ready to make moves, and he was really pushing for moves to happen, but he just wasn't in a position where he could do it himself, obviously.
Imagine if David had come back and not Ovi.
Yeah, I don't know what that would have been like.
Right?
I don't know what that would have been like.
Well, I did enjoy his little flirtmans with Kat.
Mm-hmm.
Kat flirted with everyone, apparently.
Wait, did Ovi come back? I'm
Yeah.
so, lost now.
Yeah, didn't he?
I guess.
I thought he did, right?
I guess, yeah. Yeah, right? I can't even remember. I tried to,
Oh, no, Cliff did. It was Cliff.
Yes. Okay, I was going to say, Ovi came back?
Ovi never left the freaking house because he was in that camp comeback.
Okay,
Yeah,
I was going to
Cliff.
say, I don't remember Ovi coming back.
What if David had come back instead of Cliff?
That would have been really interesting.
Yeah, we wouldn't have had that big blow up about Cliff Notes.
Didn't that happen before?
Not sure.
That happened before, I'm pretty sure.
Who knows? It was only last season.
Again, I've tried to delete a lot of last season from my memory. I have other things to think about now.
Do you think he'll be working with Nicole Jr.? I mean, Nicole A. Oh, wait, is this The Bachelor?
Yeah, there's two Nicoles apparently.
We have Nicole A, Nicole F.
I would like to call Nicole Anthony Unicole because she loves unicorns.
We need to make this happen.
Can we call Nicole?
Can we hashtag it Unicole?
I think that'd be so cute.
Yeah,
but yeah, I could totally see David and Nicole and Unicole working together because
Any port in a storm.
Well, they're also friends. They get along.
That's what I mean.
They were kind of outsiders. So I think they will totally work together.
All right.
We also saw last season David had kind of a flirtmance going with Kat.
Yeah.
I just hope that no showmances this season. No showmances, please.
All right. Enzo from season 12.
Whoa!
The Meow Meow Alliance.
Yeah, a lot of people have been wanting to see Enzo come back for years.
Yes, because he's old as hell.
You're older than him.
I know. I'm older than hell.
You are not old as hell. When you say old as hell, you mean for this show.
Big brother terms.
Yeah.
Old as hell. Yeah, he was in the brigade.
He's a mastermind.
He made it to the final 3. Is he going to be thinking, where's Hayden? Because they spoke before.
I'm sure they did,
they spoke before. You met him at one of the...
Yeah. He was cool.
Yeah, premiere parties.
He was cool. He's a lot of fun. He's going to be a lot of fun to watch. He's great in the diary room.
He was pretty drunk, too.
I believe he was, yes.
I think if he gets drunk on the show, he could be spilling some secrets.
How much alcohol are they going to be giving them, though?
This is All-Stars.
This is an All-Stars season,
this is
so you never know.
This is different. This is sky's the limit. Well, ladder's the limit because, this is All-Stars.
I don't know.
They're paying them here. This is not some newbies oh, can I be on the show? I'll just take scale. It's okay. No. They have some writers, I'm sure.
All right. Well, these people know how to get what they want. Let's just say that. So, anyway, obviously, the first time he was on, he was in the brigade, which is the ultimate guys alliance that so many guys
I hated the brigade.
Have tried to replicate. Do you think he's going to try and make another guys alliance, or is he going to do something else?
I think he's going to make another guys alliance.
Please, for the love of God, no. I don't need to see another guys alliance like that.
Can he play the new style of Big
I don't know. I mean, a lot of things have changed since he's been on, so it'll be interesting to see how he adapts.
A lot of things have changed in the world.
Yeah.
Since, you know, so like...
Do you think that the olds will stick together and the news will stick together? The oldsies and the newsies? I'm talking like old school versus new school, not just age.
I think age is going to have a big factor in this. I think it is. I think some people are going to try and cross the lines, but I think the olds are going to stick together because they're going to be like, hell no! We're not staying up till 3 o'clock in the morning.
That's another thing. Like, are we going to have some early nights? Because I'm not opposed to that.
Yeah.
We can game during the day too, guys.
I don't see the olds staying up late. I see, and even like the younger ones, they're probably not going to be up that late anyway.
We'll see what happens. I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see.
All right. Next up.
Ian Terry.
All right. I got to say, I'm really excited that there are so many names on here that are pre-BB16.
Yes.
Because it was a big fear that, like, pretty much the whole entire cast, except for, like, Janelle, was going to be after season 16. Because it seems like CBS really likes to ignore anything that happened before that, for the most part.
Yeah. Well, I think they had to put some asses in the seats, and they had to go back a little bit because, you know.
I'm happy about it, because I love seeing these earlier players come back.
It hurts me, though, because, like, Survivor, Winners at War, we're all winners. We've only got 2 winners this season.
Yeah, but I don't need to see all winners.
See, I like to see the best of the best.
Yeah, but I also like to see the big personalities and maybe, like, some of the best that haven't won, which we have a few of those type of players, too.
Yeah. But, I mean, yeah, we should have had at least 5 winners, don't you think?
Doesn't really bother me that much.
I would have liked to have seen more winners.
I would like to have seen Andy Herring.
Yes.
What? Okay, but anyway.
All right. So
Ian Terry, season 14 winner.
Quack Pack.
Mm-hmm.
He is a physics teacher now. My class, line up.
Or at least he was. I don't know if he still is. I had a lot of fun watching him.
That makes sense, though, because he is a huge Big Brother whore. So,
is he a whore?
He might be.
I don't know. I feel like he's kind of like gone off and done his real life.
I always feel like he's so involved in the show and like
I don't get that vibe.
Like he watches it.
Yeah, but I mean,
seriously.
like I think most of them do.
Yeah, but don't you remember? Wasn't it Nicole that was like, "Oh, if I could only meet Ian Terry," and he like.
Yeah, well, she was on like 2 seasons after him, so he was still like really fresh. But
yeah,
I feel like. Yeah, he'll pop up on podcasts and stuff every once in a while, but I think he's pretty much living like a normal life.
I don't know. I think he's heavily invested in watching the show.
That's different, though. You're going to call someone who watches the show a whore? A Big Brother whore?
I consider myself a Big Brother whore.
Yeah, but, like, no.
All right.
Anyway, he had some really iconic moments during his season.
Yes. He took out Mike Boogie. He coined that whole, well, I don't know if he coined it, but he told Mike Boogie, get to step in.
Well, didn't Mike Boogie say that to somebody else? And then he said it to him, and it was like, oh, the student has
exceeded the teacher.
Yeah. So that was an exciting time, and especially now, after what we've heard about Mike Boogie's
what the
spiral.
hell is going on there, kids? What is going on there?
I don't know. It just makes it even crazier. But I am excited to see Ian again because I didn't know if he would actually want to come back and play again. I feel like in the past it's kind of seemed like he's moved on.
See,
not according to you.
I don't get that vibe at all. I always thought that he, was really supportive of the show and like.
Well, yeah, but I didn't think he would ever come back. So
we'll see.
That'll be fun.
We'll see if he's on the cast or not. I hope so.
Yeah, I am. I'm
Remember,
not.
This still isn't confirmed.
Yeah. I will say, I'm not completely sure that I agree with him beating Dan to win that season, but that's like a whole other conversation. I do think he's a really strong player and a great winner, but I don't know that I would have picked him over Dan.
Okay.
I mean, Dan's funeral. But again, that's another discussion for another day.
You were not on the jury.
True.
So
right.
there.
Next up,
Janelle.
heavy hitter.
Janelle.
One of the all-time greats.
Janelle.
Season 6,
She
Season
is
7, and Season 14.
The Boston Rob of Big Brother.
She's the Janelle.
She's the Boston Rob of Big Brother. Boston Rob is to Survivor as Janelle is to Big Brother.
Maybe Boston Rob is the Janelle of Survivor.
Maybe. Maybe.
I mean, yeah, she
was third place 2 times.
2 times in a row.
Yeah.
2 times in a row. Janelle is one of the reasons that I started looking up spoilers and wanting to watch live feeds. Because, like, prior to season 6, I would just watch the episodes and be like, oh, live feeds, that sounds like fun. But I was like a little baby, so I wasn't, like, watching them. But then
you were young.
Yeah, I wanted to know what was happening on season 6.
Because we didn't have Showtime.
Right, so we couldn't even watch After Dark. But
right.
I was so interested in what was happening and so invested that she's one of the reasons that I started watching the feeds.
I remember the first season of Big Brother where you could, like, go in and kind of, like, control the cameras or whatever, or look at all the different cameras, because then the feeds were free.
Yeah, you're talking season 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was so exciting, and then I think they started charging for them after that, and I was like, oh.
Excuse me. So, I'm hungry.
But,
so,
yeah.
She was also on The Amazing Race with Brittany, which was a lot of fun to see them together. And they're 2 mommies now. But,
I feel like she is a very serious threat.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, they took her out so early on season 14 because, like, how could you not?
She's good at this game.
Mm-hmm.
She's good in life, you know, like, feeling people out, and...
I don't know that I see her lasting very long in this season, because, you know, people are going to be like, we got to get rid of Janelle.
She'll probably be working with Kaysar, right?
That's another thing. Oh, my God. So, not only is Janelle back, but Janelle is back. And supposedly Kaysar is back, too. From season 6 and 7. What up, Kaysar?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. He is another reason that I started watching the feeds.
I feel so bad that he never made jury in the seasons that he was on.
He is like one of the most beloved house guests of all time.
He was voted back in by the fans.
Yeah, that was when America got to vote for who's coming back. And I remember being so invested in that.
Mm-hmm.
I remember they were all like making t-shirts for like who they wanted to come back. And I was like, it's gotta be Kaysar. It's gotta be. So he was like the head of the Sovereign Six Alliance. And then, like, he also came back for All-Stars the following season, like the first All-Stars. And he got done dirty on season 6. Like, after he was voted back in, they had the legendary pressure cooker competition. It came down to him and that girl Jennifer. And they made a deal. Kaysar threw the competition to her because she was saying that she was going to keep him safe. And then she freaking turned on him. And it was... I remember being so angry about it.
I think a lot of people were so angry about that.
Yeah, but I hope along with Kaysar, they also bring back the pressure cooker competition.
Yeah, that's another thing. Are they going to be bringing back nostalgic, already made up competitions? I'm sure these are in a warehouse somewhere or in somebody's backyard that they could go get.
There's not much to that competition. They could easily rebuild that.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, because this is like a nostalgia type thing. Plus, it's a pandemic. So, like, it would be so easy for them not to have to do
I don't know
that
they got that laying around still.
I'm sure that they can replicate these things pretty easily.
Well, yeah, that one especially. It's, like, super easy. But look at me saying it's super easy. Like, I know.
But I hope they have, like, nostalgic stuff.
Yeah.
Bring back the London Room.
Bring back PB&J.
Yes.
Bring back some of the old costumes.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm not done. So, I don't know how Kaysar's going to do here. I'm wondering if maybe some of the newer players won't really know the power of Kaysar. Because, like, okay, Janelle, yes, she's an old school player, but she was on season 14 as well. So, like... people know her, even if they didn't start watching until, like, the later seasons. But Kaysar, maybe they don't really know him as much.
Who's not going to know Kaysar?
There's going to be people who might not know Kaysar. I don't know.
Bailey, maybe?
I don't know.
Bailey, Tyler. Tyler's a super fan, though.
I'm just saying, there's
maybe
probably
Christmas.
people... Come on, Christmas? You think Christmas knows the power of Kaysar?
Cody?
I don't know. Some of these people were recruits for their seasons, so...
That's true.
We don't know.
It's true, but once they're in the Big Brother community, don't they really embrace everyone?
Do they? I don't know. There's still like old schoolers that they just,
Yeah.
they slip through the cracks. But I'm excited if he really is coming back. That's going to be wild.
But would they slip through the butt cracks?
Oh. Okay. I'm super excited.
For Kesha?
About the next person. It's not Kesha.
Oh.
But it is Keesha.
Oh.
Okay, so Keisha's name just popped up a few days ago.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Evil Dick was the first one to say it, and then I think Reality BBQ confirmed it, but I'm not 100%
She must have been
sure about that.
replacing, like,
Josh or Casey, I think.
Yeah.
I guess Casey it would be.
Mm-hmm.
But holy crap. Okay, so if you guys don't know Keesha, she was on season 10.
She's got the squeaky voice.
She is a legend.
She is a legend.
She's an absolute legend.
I think, quite possibly, that Anybody Want Cake thing is probably the most memorable moment in Big Brother history.
I mean, I don't know about that, but it is definitely...
It's top 10.
It's definitely like top 5, I would say.
Yeah.
It is a top 5 moment. I wasn't sure if they were going to... Okay, because like I feel like when everybody started speculating about this being an all-star season, everybody was saying, we want Keesha, we want Libra. Like, we want basically half of season 10.
Right.
So... the fact that this could actually be happening is insane. I think earlier in the summer, she was saying, like, no, I'm not going to be on this season. Maybe they gave her a better offer when people started dropping out. I don't know. But not only is she super entertaining on the show, on the feeds, she's also a really great player.
Right.
She's a great player. And she has a very... squeaky voice, so get excited for puppet shows.
Well, now we have a very interesting situation here because Dan and Memphis screwed her over in the Final Four.
Right. She was working very closely with, what was their name? Like the Renegades? Was that them?
Was it?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
Whatever their name was. Dan and Memphis. And then they screwed her over in the Final Four.
Yeah, the Renegades.
Because... they decided to keep Jerry over her because they knew...
because Jerry's a goat.
...that they could beat Jerry.
Right. So, is she still having sour grapes for Memphis, or...
I don't know. What is the status of their relationship right now?
I don't know.
Are they cool? Are they going to work together? Because
are they cool for the summer?
Yeah, we're going to get to it, but Memphis is also on this list. We'll get to him in a minute.
Yeah.
But it's going to be interesting. So, she is also an America's Choice... like America's Favorite winner. Mm-hmm. And like we said, she was part of that epic Anybody Want Cake. Like the
Keisha's
fight
birthday
is called Keisha's birthday.
Right.
The Anybody Want Cake, that's Libra's line.
Libra. Yeah.
I would love to see Libra too. But anyway, yeah.
You know who I'm surprised not to see? Jesse.
Yeah, because he's like one of the golden boys.
He's
for production.
He's the Big Brother whore. He's on almost every season, it seems like.
Yeah, they
in
really
some
love
capacity
him.
or not, dressed up like a Cupid or dressed up like
really a fan of his.
No.
Yeah, so Keesha, this is like a dream come true if it's true. If it's true.
Yeah. Up next, the gay. Kevin Campbell.
You know there's always
let's face facts here. Casting has a certain formula that they follow. They have to have a gay person.
I want more than one.
I know. How amazing.
Give us more than one LGBTQ plus person, please.
They picked a good one, though, because Kevin is really funny.
Kevin Campbell. He was on season 11, and he placed 3rd. Mm-hmm. And I feel like a lot of people are like, wait, Kevin? Why are they bringing back Kevin? But honestly, like, Kevin was a really good gamer and super entertaining.
Now that we've looked back at some of his videos and stuff, I remember how good he was, but at first glance, I was like, Kevin, how come this is not like, standing out to me? But he really was a good choice because I think he's going to be great on the feeds. He's going to be great in the DRs.
But again, really good player. He got rid of Jeff.
Yes.
Jeff Schroeder during his season. And we just watched a clip before of Kevin rewatching some moments from his season finale.
Yeah.
And he was in the final 3 with Jordan and Natalie. And they brought back some of the Big Brother alumni, and they were asking them, like, who do you think should win this season? And
everybody said Kevin.
Everybody said Kevin, and then they showed Jordan winning, and he's just like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to enjoy Kevin.
I think he's going to be a lot of fun. We were just looking at his Twitter before, and he is still super fun and exciting. So
now, why couldn't we have Kevin and Andy Heron?
Kevin and Andy. Tommy, like...
Jason.
I'm really sad that Tommy's
What if we had an all-gay season?
That would be a dream. Like,
Wouldn't
I would love it. Yeah.
Wouldn't it? I would love it. Oh, my God.
Yep.
So much fabulousness in one season.
So then, next, we have Memphis.
Oh.
Season 10. We were just talking about him with Keesha.
Yeah. He's like, if you guys have ever watched...
You always call it Precious Gemstones.
I know. It's Righteous Gemstones on... Is it HBO?
Yeah.
Uncle Baby Billy.
Walton Goggins.
He's also on that Unicorn show.
The Unicorn, which I think is on CBS, isn't it?
It might be, yeah.
But recently, we've been watching Vice Principals, which is insanely good, so funny.
Oh, it's so bad. It's so good.
But I haven't seen Memphis's face in a while, and then when I looked at his headshot again, I was
He's Uncle
like,
Baby Billy.
he looks so there's something about his face. I was like, Walton Goggins. Yeah. I don't know if it's the smile or what, but he was the runner-up.
Southern,
I guess, I don't know.
Right?
He was the runner-up of season 10. He lost to Dan.
With no votes.
No votes.
Because he was dragged.
He was the Cody.
Yes, he was the Cody, except he didn't pick...
To Dan's Derek.
Yeah.
So like we said earlier, he worked really closely with Keesha on their season. It's going to be interesting to see where they're at, if they want to work together again, or if there's too much hostility there from what happened. I don't know.
I feel like he is going to be like the Mike Boogie because he's like
he's
a
Mr.
hospitality
Hospitality
guy.
now.
Yeah. Hotels, clubs, whatever, restaurants.
I honestly don't remember that much about Memphis's game.
No.
But I feel like he is like the precursor to Cody. Like he was Cody 1.0.
He was original Cody.
Yeah.
But Cody was much more popular, I guess, so Cody gets the name.
I mean, I feel like
He's
Memphis was
retro Cody.
popular at the time.
Yeah.
But I don't know. He just didn't have that, I don't remember his game that well. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Maybe he'll surprise us.
We'll see. Could happen. All right.
All right.
We got 2 Nicoles coming up.
First up, Nicole
Anthony from
Right.
last season. She
Fan
was like
favorite.
the saving grace of last season.
Yeah.
There's
I
been
don't
a
know
lot
if
of
anything could have saved last season,
I
but
know.
Nicole came closest to making it tolerable.
I mean, she made it to the final 3. Thank God, because I don't know if I could have gone on.
She's a very, very sweet person. We met her.
Oh yeah, we met her, and
and
she's super cool.
She's very shy, actually.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you could see that on the show when she first started out. Like, she was very...
yeah.
But we really got to see a transformation last season, which was super exciting. She was voted the fan favorite. Like I said, she got 3rd place.
Right.
And she's been really busy since leaving the house.
Yeah, she's been dating Tommy Bracco's brother.
Well, I don't think they're together anymore, which makes me sad.
Yeah, me too.
But she's also been podcasting with Eric from Reality Recaps, and they've been super busy. There's been a lot of, is she going to be on or what? Because it seems like those two put in a lot of work before she left so that they could, put up a lot of content to try and trick people. So there was a lot of,
Oh, we know. Is she going to play a more aggressive game this time?
Okay. That's what I was wondering, too. Because, we saw the transformation last season.
She was a calm beast.
Towards the end,
second
she
half.
started winning competitions. I'm really hoping that she is going to pick up where she left off. And she's going to be ready to make moves and be good at competitions. I'm hoping she's not going to be intimidated by all of the alumni, all the all-stars, because it would be so sad to see her just kind of go back into her shell and not want to make big moves.
I don't think she's going to be intimidated by the alumni because, I mean, she has been...
She could be a little starstruck. I don't know.
Yes and no, but I mean, she has been, in contact with these people in person and online. So I don't think she's going to be too starstruck.
Okay.
Is she going to work with David, though?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay.
I'm curious to see who else she's going to pair up with.
Well, do you think she'll pair up with this next little troublemaker, Nicole F? Nicole Franzel?
Oh my god. Oh, Nicole.
You remember her.
We were talking about
Showman's
Nicole earlier,
queen.
of course. Everybody's blaming her for, like, everything now. It's ridiculous. I mean, Alyssa...
Did she cry to CBS?
I don't know. Alyssa is going off
Oh,
on
yeah?
Twitter about her. Alyssa is claiming that because of Nicole, a bunch of people did not get to be on The Amazing Race, and they told them, like, the day before, like, you're not going to be on.
Wow.
Like, Corey, James, Hewling, Elena.
Oh, wow.
Apparently that's Nicole's fault, which, again, I don't know that that's true. That seems a little crazy that Nicole would have that much power.
Yeah.
But anyway.
So, Nicole won season 18. She was on
Yes.
16 and 18.
Right.
She had 2 showmances on the show and ended up marrying a guy
Well,
who
she's
was...
engaged to Victor.
Oh, okay. She got
I don't
engaged.
think they're married yet.
I'm not sure. Got engaged to Victor, who was on season 18 with her.
Mm-hmm.
Just,
They got their podcast together.
just like Victor was like this the whole time with Nicole, and she was just like, "Well, I'm just gonna be with was it
Corey.
Corey, yeah. Poor Victor. And then I think the week they were talking, and then the week that you met Victor.
It was at the premiere party.
At the premiere party was the week that they got together for real.
Aww.
Right?
I think they're really cute together.
They are cute together. They're, it's but she was the showman's queen.
Yeah.
She always relied on her showmance.
She did play, like, the flirty game and, like, the showmance game. So
Now there's no more showmance.
Well, here's the thing, though. Well, I just want to mention, too, she was on The Amazing Race with Victor, and they were really cute. But, if you look at it, we were saying the same thing about Cody,
Right.
who was on season 16. Now, Nicole and Cody are really good friends, so I'm assuming they're going to work together. So they can kind of, like, cancel
Right.
out their whole, like, showmance game thing by, like,
Right.
I think they're going to be a duo, but obviously not a showmance. So
Right.
it's almost like they have the same game connection as a showmance would without, like, the stuff.
Without the sexy time.
But I'm saying, like, people should be nervous about their game connection because I'm sure they're going to be working together pretty closely.
I feel like her meme of running out of the hammock was one of the best memes to ever
I
come
love that
out
one
of
so much.
Big Brother history.
Yeah. There was also a rumor about her, which could be true. Like, we've heard it from multiple people now online that apparently when they announced All Stars was happening, or like it was starting to be rumored, Nicole called the producers, like, upset and crying, like, why wasn't I asked to be on? Like, why didn't I get a call? And apparently they were like, okay, you can be on.
Do you
like,
think
I don't know.
that really happened?
I
though?
think it's
mean,
possible that one happened, but I don't know.
I don't know.
This whole thing with Derek and Dan, no freaking way.
No.
I do see her potentially ruining a girls' alliance because she is notorious for not, like, working with the other women, which is a bummer. But maybe she's changed her ways. We'll see.
All right. Last but not least.
Definitely
by any
not
means,
least.
Tyler from season 20. He was the runner-up on season 20. And he was a fan favorite.
Yeah.
So he was very popular. Is he going to be shocked that Casey is off? Because I'm sure they talked beforehand.
Yeah.
You said he is, one of the best not to win.
I think he is one of the greatest to not win. I mean...
I didn't have my microphones over there.
Yeah, I was like, why are you sticking fingers in people's faces?
This was my microphone.
It's inappropriate.
Yeah, you didn't see it?
Yeah. Please don't put your fist in my face. So, okay, Tyler, like you said, is one of the best to never win. I mean, look at, like, Janelle. She's another one that we're getting potentially this season. One of the best to never win, and she's done it twice.
Right.
So, I'm really excited to see how he's going to do this season. I just thought he, like, worked between the two alliances so masterfully on season 20.
I mean, we could also throw Paul in that category.
Yeah, I think
one of the
Paul is
best to
another
never
one.
win.
Love him or hate him, one of the best to never win.
Can you love and hate him?
You can.
That's where I am.
But Tyler, I'm excited to see how he's going to do now that people know how good he is. I'm worried that he's going to be an early target because his season is so fresh in people's minds. They're going to be like, we got to get Tyler out of here. It's going to be interesting to see how he does without Casey or Angela.
You know what? Even if he's an early boot, I'm sure all of these kids got great contracts.
Oh, yeah. Just for being on the show at all.
Up.
Yeah.
He's got his nice life with Angela that he met on the show.
I like them. They seem so, like, normal.
Yeah. They're both vegan.
That's another plus.
She's
Good
writing a cookbook. They have a jewelry line. Oh my God, what's wrong with me?
Yeah, they're like knot and chain thing.
Yeah.
Good for them. I just feel like they're fun and
they're living that cowabunga lifestyle in
Hilton Head.
Hilton Head, yeah.
Just the fact that they moved from LA back to Hilton Head, I'm just like, oh, that's so cute.
Chill.
That's so cute.
They're so chill.
So, yeah, I'm curious to see how he's going to do. I think even if he is an early target, he's really good at competitions, and he's really charming. Like, his social game is strong, so he could kind of, like, get through. If he can get through the first few weeks, I think he could potentially go far again.
I don't think the show wants him off. And you know how they manipulate things.
Well, there was a lot of talk when everybody was first speculating about All-Stars that he did not want to do it unless Angela was also going to be on.
Right.
But apparently
they convinced him. Said, honey, this would pay many, many payments on our brand new house.
So, yeah. That's the rumored cast at this point. I mean, it could be completely wrong. There could be a lot of changes to it still.
Right.
So who knows what's going to happen. But apparently the premiere is still on for Wednesday, August 5th. We might not find out the cast until they're moving in.
Right. We might not find out for sure until the live move-in.
Yeah. I don't know if they're going to do a reveal, like, that day.
If we know something, you'll know something.
If there is an official cast reveal, we will make a video about it.
Yeah. Or if there's a house tour or whatever, we will make a video about it and talk about it. But show you guys pictures.
Let us know what you guys think about all this. Are you excited? I mean, it's kind of a mixed bag, right?
Yeah.
You got some, like, true all-stars here, and then you have some that are kind of like,
But they can pull this off.
Yeah.
I think it will be good.
I'd be happy with this cast.
Yes.
I'm happy that we're getting anything at all at this point. But I would be happy with this cast.
And I hope it makes it the full however many days they're planning on.
Well,
what is it, till the end of
I think
October?
October 28th is the
set.
The finale date. Yeah. I just hope that everybody's going to be safe. You know, bottom line, I hope everybody's going to be safe and there's not going to be, like, any corona outbreak or anything like that. And I hope we get to see some good gameplay here.
Yeah. And
hopefully, like, entertainment. That'd be nice.
Some entertainment would be awesome, even if it's manufactured reality TV entertainment.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah, let us know what you guys think about all this.
Support all of our friends on
our fellow
YouTube.
Yeah. Oh my God, I have to say we've been watching Jolene Lunzer a lot, and also her chats with Honestly Honecker, and you guys are so fun. We're loving it.
So thank you, and thank you for all the shout outs. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, we all gotta stick together.
That's
like
right.
Jolene says, like, everybody brings something different to the table,
and it's true. It's true, and we can appreciate that about everybody, so we will continue doing God's work.
All right, guys.
I'm excited for puppet shows. Give it a like if you're excited for puppet shows. We'd appreciate it. And subscribe if you haven't. What are you waiting for? It's free.
We're trying to get to 30. Please.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah.
So thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you on August 5th or maybe even sooner. And until then, much love.